Hello, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a television series review of the TV series Cobra Kai. I think this is a brilliant series. For those of you who don't know, back in the day they had three movies called The Karate Kid. It was a Karate Kid Part 2, and then the Karate Kid Part 3 where they went to... The Part 2 they went to Okinawa, Part 3 they came back and it was... Anyway, the point being they were good movies. They had a fourth one, The Next Karate Kid, and then they did a remake of the original one, but it was set in China, and it wasn't, I didn't like it very well, but that's just me. At any rate, this is a continuation of the original three Karate Kid movies. There's 2 seasons on YouTube. The third season is due to come out in 2020. So, thus far, we have the plot. Johnny Lawrence, from the first Karate Kid, is not having a good life. He loses his job. His life is just not good. He drinks a lot. He's kind of a bit of an alcoholic. He's doing construction work and maintenance work and things like that. He's just not. It's not what he planned. And so he loses his job, and he's getting pizza one night at one of the local strip malls there in California, and he sees this kid in his from his apartment building being attacked by 3 bigger kids, and he steps in and stops them using karate. And this I mean, he really he goes to jail over it and blah, 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 blah. And it's one thing after another. And he tends to blame everything on Daniel LaRusso, the star of the original Karate Kid movies. And he ends up getting his car crashed and blah, 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 blah. The point being, eventually he comes into conflict with Daniel LaRusso. And he decides to reopen Cobra Kai. For those of you who don't know, there's a big history with that. With the original sensei, Kreese, who was not a good guy. He was teaching these guys how to fight, but he wasn't teaching them honor. He was teaching them to be bad guys. And his idea is to open Cobra Kai, but teach them karate in a good way. And he starts teaching karate to the one kid and then he starts getting more students and blah, 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 blah. The 2 schools, Daniel LaRusso ends up opening, starts to teach karate to another kid. It turns out to be Johnny Lawrence's son, and they form a rivalry, and it goes all the way. Well, at the end of the season 1, Kreese comes back, and it starts a whole other thing. In this TV series, there's character development, there's really good acting. There's really good plot, story arcs. It's all really good. Overall, it's a very, very excellent series. I highly recommend it. The cast is Ralph Macchio plays Daniel LaRusso. William Zabka plays Johnny Lawrence. Mary Mauser plays Samantha LaRusso, which is Daniel LaRusso's daughter. Zolo, I'm going to try to get his name right because he deserves it. He's good. XOLO Zolo Mariduena, Mariduena. It plays Miguel Diaz. That's the kid that Johnny Lawrence is teaching. Martin Kove plays John Kreese, the bad guy sensei from the movies and from the it comes in at the end of the season. Jacob Bertrand plays Peyton. There's a whole slew of other really good actors in here. Jacob Bertrand, Tanner Buchanan, Courtney Hengler plays Daniel LaRusso's wife. Tony Odell, Nicole Brown, Owen Morgan, Vanessa Rubio. Peyton List is in the second season. Rob Garrison, Brett Ernst, Aiden Minnick, Gianni DiCenzo, Decenzo, I believe it's pronounced DiCenzo. Hannah Keppel, Joe Seo, and there's many more really good young quality actors and actresses in this. This is quality family entertainment. It teaches good life lessons in lots of drama, lots of humor, but it's really well done. This is something a family can sit down and enjoy. Okay? Now, something else you got to consider. Whoever wrote this, the writers, they could teach J.J. Abrams, Ryan Johnson, whatever the hell his name is, and Kathleen Kennedy a lot. This series has a strong woman coexisting with a man. And she can kick the crap out of most of those dudes. But she doesn't have to. You can have a strong woman without destroying the men. Furthermore, the original characters don't have to be destroyed in order to continue the storyline. You can pick up where the story left off and continue. They didn't do that with Disney. Disney did not do that with these new Star Wars movies. They destroyed everything we loved about Star Wars and gave us that crap. Star Trek, the same way. They destroyed everything that came before in order to create their vision of Star Trek, which really sucked. Okay? J.J. Abrams did the Star Trek as well. They're now doing Star Trek Discovery, which is literally destroying everything we loved about Star Trek. This new Star Trek Picard is the same way. It's crap. And these writers prove that you can do good quality stories, picking up where their story left off, and create new content based on the old. All they've got to do is watch the old stuff, figure out what's good about it, and continue the story. They didn't have to destroy the old stuff, but that's what those big wigs over at Disney did. Right here is proof you don't have to. And this is done, it's not low budget, but it's definitely not Disney budget, and it's done on YouTube. YouTube did this. Okay? YouTube did this, and it's really, really good. You can catch the first 2 seasons on YouTube, and then, like I said, the third one's coming out in 2020. And man, I cannot recommend this enough. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.